We need to talk about Texas and domestic infant adoption. Saving Our Sisters gets the most intakes from the state of Texas, and that is from moms who are looking for adoption education or the ability to revoke their consent to an adoption. We had 2 moms in Texas this week reach out to us hoping that they could revoke their consent to an adoption. Unfortunately, they were not fully informed of their rights. They cannot revoke their consents to the adoptions, and they are now birth moms, whether they like it or not. Infant adoption law in Texas is cumbersome and confusing. In Texas, there is a 10-day revocation window to revoke your consent to an adoption. There are 2 caveats that make revocation null and void in nearly every situation. One of those is if you are placing with a child placing agency and you are designating them as a conservator, you have waived your right to those 10 days. Or in the paperwork, if it states that relinquishment is irrevocable, you are also waiving your right to those 10 days of revocation. Ethical is a big buzzword right now in domestic infant adoption in the United States, and a lot of agencies will tell expectant parents, we will give you an independent attorney so that we, don't appear to have a conflict of interest. Unfortunately, a lot of this is just smoke and mirrors. These independent attorneys are paid either by the agency or by the prospective adoptive parents. They are often just used as a rubber stamp to make sure that the adoption proceeds. In both of these cases, these moms had these independent attorneys who they thought were being their advocate, and both of these attorneys failed to tell their supposed clients that they would have a 10-day revocation window were they not to sign anything that said it was irrevocable or sign a conservatorship over to the child placement agency. These attorneys did not fully inform their supposed clients about their parental rights in the state of Texas, and then they advised them to sign paperwork stating that they had been fully informed of their parental rights in the state of Texas. Had these moms had true advocates on their side, they would have been fully informed about their parental rights. They would have had those 10 days to revoke their consent to an adoption, and they would have their babies with them right now because they both immediately regretted signing as soon as they did it. If you are an expectant parent considering adoption, especially in Texas, please get your paperwork ahead of time, read over it, fill out an intake with SOS. We will read over your paperwork with you. You do not have to sign at 48 hours. You do not have to sign in your hospital bed, and no one should expect you to waive your rights to your revocation period.